Welcome everybody to another edition of 5 Minute Adventures. Today we are on a journey, shall we say. We are flying from Abbotsford, British Columbia to Calgary, Alberta, Canada, with intentions of buying a new used vehicle, and then we're going to drive it back all in one day. It's currently just after 3 o'clock in the morning, and our flight goes at 6. Of course, we'll be using the appropriate face coverings during this leg of our journey, and we'll pick it up as we go. Let's see how long it takes us to get back to Abbotsford, British Columbia. It's now just after 4 o'clock in the morning. We are finally past security. Security is always a treat. Of course, we're going to keep wearing our face masks for the length of our journey. It's about a 1-hour flight to Calgary. Then we're meeting up and picking up the car, and then we're going to do the long drive back to Abbotsford. Should be about a 10-11 hour drive, so we'll document it along the way.
The local time is 8:07 a.m.
So here we are in Calgary. We landed at about 8:15 local time, which is an hour ahead of Abbotsford, where we took off from. Now it is 9:15 local time. We have just got Starbucks, and we are about to get on the road. We just purchased this 2012 Mini Cooper, and we're driving it back to Abbotsford. So this is our new ride. It should do us well. It was originally from Vancouver, and now we are taking it back to Vancouver. So let's start the long drive home. Should be about a 10 to 12 hour drive. As we're driving along here, you can see the ski jump in the Olympic area from the 1988 Calgary Olympics. Into the Banff National Park. It's one of many of the national parks here in Canada. We are through traffic because we're not stopping in the park, so we got to bypass that. We did not need to purchase a park pass for the day. Here we are now. We're just entering back into beautiful British Columbia. There's tons of traffic around us right here on the BC-Alberta border. You can see the Rocky Mountains all around us here. So it's been 8 hours since we left home. We've flown into Alberta, we picked up the car, and now we are on our way back. So let's keep going. Our next stop is going to be Golden, BC. So here we are in Golden, BC. It is 12:20 BC time. So we've been on the road for just over 9 hours, approaching 9.5 hours. So this was our stop. We got a little, something to drink and a little stretch of the legs. And now we're going to continue on, and we'll see where our adventure takes us next. This is the area known as Rogers Pass. Probably one of the most photographed views of the Rocky Mountains. We're about 65 kilometers outside of Revelstoke, BC. So that will most likely be our next stop. Coming to you now from Revelstoke, British Columbia. We are making our way towards Kamloops, and then from there it's going to be down the Coquihalla through Merritt and back into Abbotsford to pick up the car that we left at the airport. So we've been on the road for a good long time now. It is, I'm not even sure what time it is now, probably around 2 o'clock BC time. So next update will come in Kamloops. This lake here in between Sicamous, British Columbia, and Tappan Valley, British Columbia, is known as Shuswap Lake. Tappan Valley, of course, is where we did our video for the Rust Brothers for Rust Valley Restoration. Since we're coming through Tappan Valley, we might as well stop and check and see if Mike or Avery were around here at Rust Brothers. Doesn't look like they're around right now. That's okay. Maybe next time when we come through. Check back on my last video there when I did the some of the filming in the museum of the Rust Brothers here in Tappan Valley from Rust Valley Restorers. So here we are in Kamloops. We've been out of the house now for about 16.5 hours, and we are about 3.5 hours away from getting back to Abbotsford. So it's just after 6 o'clock now, so it'll be just after 9 o'clock p.m. by the time we get home. I'm not sure how well it's going to show up on camera here, but as we're driving down the Coquihalla, also known as Highway 5, coming towards Merritt, you can see some of the fire devastation from all of the raging wildfires that tore through this area of British Columbia over the last couple of years. It's really just sticks, burnt sticks sticking out to the ground. There's not much vegetation. And then last year we had major flooding, and this is just some of the damage that's left behind that the highway crews are still trying to clean up. You can see here this bridge was completely washed out. There's the damage that they're still trying to fix. So here I am back at the Abbotsford Airport to pick up the car that we left here this morning when we left on the 6 a.m. flight to Calgary. And at 9:45 p.m., after 18 hours and 45 minutes, we are home. It was a long drive. We saw some rain. We saw some wonderful scenery. If anybody ever gets a chance to drive through the Rocky Mountains from Alberta to BC or BC to Alberta, I highly recommend that you do it. It's amazing terrain. Thank you for joining me on this 5-minute adventure, and I will see you in the next one.